Hey guys, my name is Allison, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a few ways on how you can make money and make it pretty fast. I know a lot of people are working full-time jobs, and some people need part-time jobs but don't want to be necessarily obligated to clock into these jobs. So I'm going to share with you a few ways that you can make extra money right through your cell phone through apps, okay? I have personally used these apps myself. I have tested them out, and so I know that these are good, reputable places and apps that actually will pay you. I don't know if you guys have been watching me for a while. If you're new here, welcome. I did a vlog, and I think it was called Riding Through the City Testing Apps. And on this day, I actually went out and used some of these apps to find out how they work, and because I wanted to make sure that they were absolutely legit before I share them with my audience. So stay tuned because I'm going to get right into what those are, and here we go. The first one I like to share is an app called Easyshift. Easyshift is an app that causes you, or asks you rather, to go out and to take pictures of different items at stores. So it could be a stand in a grocery store. They want pictures of both the front, the interior of the store, the back of the store, and things of that nature. There's always a specific set of items that they're asking you to look for, and you simply just go out and take pictures of these items. The jobs range from anywhere from about $3 to, I think the highest I've seen is $20. So if you're just looking for maybe an extra $50 a month to maybe cover a cell phone bill, your kids' field trips, maybe just cover dinner, you want to go out to dinner twice a month, you can easily make $50 to maybe even $100 on Easyshift, depending on how many of the jobs that you take and how often you're doing them. So Easyshift is very simple to do. Again, it just consists of taking pictures, submitting the work into the company, they approve you, and they pay you pretty quickly. I think I have had to wait maybe 2 to 3 days at the most to get my payment from the jobs. So it's a reputable app, it does work, and they pay rather quickly. So that is my number one recommendation, Easyshift. Number 2 is GigWalk. Now GigWalk is very, very similar to Easyshift. GigWalk though, they do take a little bit longer to pay. Sometimes you have to wait 2 weeks. I've actually waited 3 weeks at one point for the very first shift that I did for them, or the very first assignment that I did for them. It took me 3 weeks to get paid for that. And I actually did other assignments after, and I got paid quicker for those than I did for that first one. So I don't know if it was the client or whatever that caused the payment to be so prolonged, but it did take a little longer to get paid from them. But it's pretty much the same concept. You simply just go out to the stores that they assign you to go out to. Well, actually not assign you to go out to, but you simply look through a list of stores inside of the app, and you decide what store you want to go to and look over the assignment to see if it's something that you're comfortable doing. You submit the application for the gig, and they will approve you for the gig, and then you can go out and do so. Every gig, and this is for Easyshift as well, so every gig that you accept, you have 24 hours at the most to go ahead and complete the assignment. And if you do not complete it, then it just goes out of your queue, and someone else will now have access to go ahead and take the assignment. So again, with GigWalk, the highest I've seen for GigWalk was about $35 for a gig, and I don't remember what that one was for, but I actually made $20 on one that was a Food Lion gig, and literally all I had to do was take pictures of diapers and the price tags of them, the front of the store, the outside of the store, and the back of the store, and I was paid $20 just to do that. So again, if you don't mind using your smartphone to go out on your own time and do these gigs, these are definitely some ways that you can do it. And I mean, it's your own schedule. As long as you do it in between that 24-hour period, you just get up and go as you please. You go back home and it's done. There's no having to interact with anybody. And and you've just earned yourself a couple of bucks. So if you like that, GigWalk is definitely a great option for you. Number 3 is DoorDash. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of DoorDash and if this is local to your particular area, but I do know that DoorDash is an amazing company that gives you the ability to basically be self-employed, and you can do this every day. There's always hours available. There's always shifts available. The thing is, though, you do have to schedule yourself. They are not a company that just allows you to turn on your app and go and come as you please. You have to select a shift. So there's blocks of times that they allow you to pick, and you pick those times, and you just make sure that you're in that area at that particular time. They're going to send assignments to you. You're going to accept them, and then you're going to pick up orders from restaurants. So people that just order food from Chick-fil-A, what are some other places? Moe's, Nando's, any of those restaurants that people order food from, they're going to send the batch to you, and you're going to pick up the food and deliver it to the customer's house. Customers on that particular app do tip very, very well. Sometimes the tips are higher than the actual delivery fees. So it depends on your area. The only thing that I do not like about DoorDash is the fact that sometimes those restaurants are in areas that are very city-based. So the thing is, you have to be very good at parallel parking. A lot of times you have to pay for parking. I have personally gotten a ticket for just parking my car out front with the flashers on and then running into the store and then running back out. So with that, if you're willing to pay at the parking meter every second that you go and make a delivery, this would definitely work for you. I am familiar with the fact that they do have a bike option, so maybe you could just use your bike and chain it up to a pole near the restaurant or whatever the case is. But for me, I drive, and it's very, very annoying to have to drive the whole entire city to find a parking space just to run into a restaurant and literally run right back out. So keep that in mind when you look into the DoorDash option. Other than that, I feel like it's a very good company, and if you don't mind scheduling yourself for a specific block of time, DoorDash will definitely work well for you. They do pay once a week. Normally when I work for DoorDash, I get paid on Tuesdays, and the pay period runs from Monday down to Sunday. So you will be paid every single week if you decide to become a DoorDasher. You can accept as many dashes as you want. You can work as many days as you want. So you kind of have the ability to create your check. The more dashes you take, the more days you work, the more money you can make. And the last option I'm going to share with you guys today is called Instacart. Instacart is a grocery delivery service that enables you to use your car to go to the grocery store, pick up groceries for people, and deliver them to their house. Instacart is a little bit easier to do because of the fact that grocery stores always have parking lots. Like DoorDash, though, you do have to schedule yourself for a shift. But Instacart does also have an hourly guarantee as well. So say you schedule yourself for 8 hours for the day, but you only get 2 batches that were $30. Instacart is going to pay you the difference. So if you get paid in that area $10 an hour, you will make your $80 for that day. And if you are scheduled for 8 hours every day of the week, you will make your $400. If you do 5 days a week, you will make that, even if you didn't make that in your delivery earnings. So that is a really good perk with Instacart, that they're willing to give you an hourly guarantee. And so I highly recommend Instacart. Now, they do have a couple of back end things that I don't really like. The reliability incidents, if you cancel your shift less than 6 hours, and lots of different things that you guys can take the time to look into on your own. With Instacart, I know when I joined them, you did have to go to like a training, so they kind of time you to see how fast you'll pick up the groceries on like a test run and things like that. I recently heard that you do not have to do that anymore. I don't know how true that is. So if you do sign up for Instacart, know that that could be a possibility. Again, like I said, I'm not really sure if they still require that. But yeah, it's a lot easier. You simply just pick an area that you desire to work in, and you're going to have to stay in that area until your shift is over. So if you say you're going to work in New Jersey, be aware that you have to be in that whatever city in New Jersey that you choose to be in, or they'll, discontinue your shift because you're not in the area. But again, like I said, those are further things that you guys can look into. Instacart does pay weekly as well, and customers sometimes do tip you cash, sometimes they do tip in the app. The thing I noticed with DoorDash is that all your tips come through the app, I believe, because DoorDash asks the customer to tip in the app. But with Instacart, there is a possibility that they would tip you in cash as well as in the app. So I think that's pretty much everything that I can share in this video. Again, please do your research on these. Look into them when you're signing up. Ask questions if you have to come to any meetings or anything to get started. Ask questions and find out if this is something that will work for you. But I feel like these are some really great ways to get started making money on your own time. They're pretty flexible. All you need is a smartphone in your car, and you can do any of these options. They do, however, when it comes to Instacart and DoorDash, I did forget to share this, they do background checks. So if you have something on your background, there is a possibility that you could still get selected depending on what that is. But if it's something outrageous, know that there is a high possibility that you could be rejected when you go and apply to do these to use these platforms. But with that being said, guys, I hope this helps you. I hope you're able to go ahead and access these now. I hope this was information that you didn't know before and that is now beneficial to you. If you know somebody who could benefit from this video and are looking for ways to make money on their own time, please share this with them. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and so that you can be notified of when I post new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Yeah, it's a lot easier. You simply just pick an area you simply just pick an area that you would require. Oh my God, I can't even talk.